Hi.
Hello. Hi. Hi, John.
Hi. Welcome to the
Hi.
welcome to the Dan Clarence Gomez Show, Juliana.
Yay. Thank you.
What is a life of a comedian with autism?
Sorry?
What is a life of a comedian with autism?
Okay, cool. So, I'm so sorry if I cannot pick up your accent because I'm also not very good with listening. So, may need you to repeat your question if needed. Yeah. Everything okay?
Yes,
Awesome.
it is easy to be a comedian. It is easy.
Mm-hmm.
It is easy to be a comedian.
Is it easy to be a comedian? Okay. I would say yes and no. Yeah. I mean, yes, when you already know what are the basics of doing good stand-up comedy. No is when when you haven't figured out the groove yet. Lah. That means you don't know how joke writing works. You don't know how that like the fine. You don't know what is the fine things of performing stand-up comedy. Then that will be quite hard personally for me. Yeah. I've been in both phases before, so I know. Yeah.
Yes. What is the life of an autism? Because I was born with autism.
Mm-hmm.
I have in special. I I have in special education.
Mm.
When you was a child, do, do you admit in the school in special education like me because I have an autism and ADHD?
Mm.
Do you admit?
Um, unfor- Unfortunately for me, I only found out that I have autism at a very late stage, which is with I think only 2 years ago. So I went to school. I went to a normal school without much support. Yeah. So, but I don't have problem when it comes to the to studying. So I'm okay. It's just that I don't have friends. It's like I'm not good with that aspect. It's like I wanted to connect with people, but I find it very hard to. I'm always on the different pitch as other people. Like I enter a room, everyone is like having fun, they're enjoying their life, but I don't know why. I don't know why they are like so happy, or I don't know why are they so serious when I'm the one being happy. So I'm always at a different frequency with them. So I ended up spending a very big part of my school life alone, and it is quite a I mean, it's not the best thing because the thing is, I do struggle when I started working because when you are not being, that means when you, because most of my friends who are in UK, they got their autism diagnosis rather early, so they get to go to school and the school will teach them how to interact. And there's a lot of things that they can learn to actually compensate the limitations that they have. But for me, I go through a normal school without much, just studying because in Asia, I mean, especially in Malaysia, uh, parents don't really care if you don't have friends. Lah. If you don't have friends, they are not very concerned. They want you to have good grades. And I managed to deliver the good grades so they don't bother me having no friends, nothing. But when I come out to work, it becomes a very difficult thing because when you're working, you're spending a lot of time with your colleagues. And if you cannot connect with them, you lose out a lot of things. Yeah. So that is the limitation of getting a diagnosis very late. Yeah.
because because for me when I was 5 years old, I admit to normal school in kinder in
Mm.
2007 because I was born in 2002. When I was in normal school in kinder, my
Mm.
mother discovered my autism because I'm very spoiled
Mm.
and and some violent in my school when I was five
Mm.
years old. My mother see my autism and we go to the doctors and see my
Mm.
I have mild, not really low, low IQ, low low IQ autism, but high IQ
Mm.
autism. That can be called mild autism.
Yep.
And and the doctor said that I have also an ADHD, attention deficit
Mm.
hyper attention disorder, and my, because my mother want to stop my my spoil my spoiled and some violent attitudes. So my mom go to me to a therapy. Do you know therapy? For yes,
Yes. Yep.
when I was in therapy, I
Mm.
learned many things. I can now wash many kitchen. Do you know washing in kitchen, in restaurant, washing in
Yep.
washing the
Yes.
plate, washing
Mm.
the utensils.
Yep.
I learned that. What what is the struggle of you when you
Hmm.
school? Do you have been discriminated by other?
Of course, I've been discriminated, but I don't know why. You know, like when you go to school and when all your friends they are in a group. I wanted to join their group, but they just reject me. But unfortunately, there is no reason why because the time, well, I mean, because I'm not diagnosed having autism that time. So, of course, I also don't know why, why I feel certain way. And it gets very frustrating because I do want to have friends. I mean, it's not like you are having on the spectrum means you are entirely on your own. It's like I do want to have friends, but the thing is, I was rejected constantly, and teachers are always thinking that I'm proud, like oh you don't want to make friends, you think you are smart, then you don't need friends. So that doesn't really help in the situation because it's a normal school, so they don't really. And but the thing is, they use a lot of the grading because in Malaysia, schools use a lot of grading to decide whether is a child. So they did not really call out that I could be on the spectrum because they just think that oh no, she has the grade, so she just don't like to mix with people. That's about it, that kind of thing. So it is quite a struggle when I was a child, yeah, because I tried fitting in, but I never would, yeah. And this is consistent throughout the work. That means when I go to the work life, it's also the same thing. I've been working with a department for 2 years. Um, and the thing is, I don't really have any close friends in the department. And my those interns that can come in, they only come in for 2 months. They are already very good friends with the colleagues. It's like, and my boss like pick up on that, and my boss say, "Oh, what's up? Yeah, in this department for 2 years, but you cannot even relate to the people you meet every day, like what's up is this. So it's like you see your two interns, they came in like only 2 months, they are now so good with your colleagues. Yeah. So but the thing is, she did not really she did try to mention to me that I could be on the spectrum. Yeah, she said that maybe you should check it out. But that time I was having a lot of denial. Actually, I didn't want to really accept that because Malaysians, we have a very wide view of people who are on the spectrum. We always think that maybe they are close to retardation. That's what a lot of us are being told. So we are like, no, I don't identify as that. I mean, why do you say that I have autism when I am here working with you? I'm a graduate. Like what's wrong? Why do you have to say that to me? If I suck at my work, if I can't make friends with people, I mean, don't attach that to me. Don't attach that label to me. That kind of thing. So I got like a bit frustrated, and I didn't really want to talk about me on the spectrum. Although I already suspected long ago because people keep telling me that you could be on the spectrum, you could be on the spectrum, but I just didn't want to really talk about it. Yeah.
Why do you become a comedian? Why do you,
Oh, okay. There are two reasons. I mean, I have a real reason. I have a crappy reason. Yeah. So I will tell the crappy reason first because it's much more easier to tell. So the crappy reason is because I am a cheapskate and I don't want to pay to go and watch an open mic show. So I'm like, what can I do? And they say, oh, performers walk in for free. I was like, okay, so how long do I do? They were like, okay, you are new, so we give you 3 minutes. I was like, I can talk for 3 hours. 3 minutes is actually nothing. So let me just jump on the comedy stage. And I actually did I jump on and then I performed. But my father is with me that time. He's so cool. Took video of me and then he sent it to me and he said, you're very funny. Keep doing what you want to do, And the thing is, I don't realize that I thought that I'm funny because as I watched the video, there are actually laughter, but I actually forgotten who added the laugh track, the person who recorded the video. My father, he added the laugh track. So I thought that it is funny, but it's not true. It's just that he didn't want to discourage me from doing what I want to do. So that's how I start. But the real reason is because when I'm in a social situation, I don't laugh the same time as people because normally by the time everyone gets the inside joke of the situation, I'm still processing. I still don't make sense. It didn't make sense to me. And all of them are already cracking up, laughing. And I'm the one like, oh, what's going on? Why am I not understanding what is happening? And in a comedy club, that is what I saw. I mean, because again, the same thing when a comedian go on stage, I may not get their jokes immediately. I usually get their jokes much later, like maybe towards when they get off the stage, another comedian come up, then maybe I will get their joke, get the first comedian's joke. And the thing is, but I do notice something when I went to my first open mic. Everyone in the room is actually strangers. The audience are all obviously strangers. The comedians themselves, some of them are strangers among each other. They have not met each other. And when all of them combine, we can technically say that the comedy club is actually a room full of strangers. But because of the laughter, of the jokes they tell, funny story, everyone laugh. By the end of the night, suddenly everyone in that room become best friends. So I was like, ooh, this is a superpower, like how do because I have problem connecting with people in my own life. So I find this superpower of connecting with a whole room full of strangers very, very, very powerful. So I was like, oh, I want to do that. Although I'm not funny at that time, but I just want to do comedy. Yeah, it is interesting.
What is your favorite country to visit? Because I love traveling, but I don't visit many countries because I'm only in the Philippines because we don't
Mm.
we don't have money because my mother
Yeah, me too.
mother,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
father has money to visit any country. I'm only here in the Philippines. What is your favorite country to visit?
I actually, I mean, if let's say you say visited is London. I love London very much.
Yeah,
But what
because
I want to visit,
because,
where I want to visit, yeah,
because you're Malaysian.
London.
Because you're Malaysian.
Yes.
Because when you see a Malaysian passport, Malaysian can visit
Yeah,
to many countries without a visa,
I know.
except,
Yeah,
except US and Canada. But before 2002, Malaysian can visit Canada without a visa.
yeah. But now because of
But now,
yeah, all the immigration rules.
but
Yeah,
in Australia, if you're a Malaysian, you must apply
yeah, yeah. I think we are okay.
a electronic travel authorization when you're visiting Australia.
Yep.
Many countries do you visit with your Malaysian passport because it's so very popular.
Hmm.
But the most powerful
Yeah.
in ASEAN is Singapore. The,
Yes.
the
Singapore
second
can
is
visit
Malaysia.
everywhere.
The second is
Yeah.
Malaysia. The third is Brunei. But we Filipinos,
Yep.
our passport can only visit only small countries.
No.
We can only
Yeah.
ASEAN, South America, but other countries not because many countries like Middle East
Mm.
you Filipino as an illegal immigrant in the Middle East, so we can travel to Dubai without a visa. But we can transit. Do you know transit? If you, for example,
Yes.
if you transit to, you can, Filipino can transit to Dubai without a visa. Filipino can
Oh,
transit
that's nice.
to, UK without a visa. But there is a limit when a Filipino transiting to UK without a visa. Filipino cannot leave the airport. They are only stay in the airport.
Oh,
That's only the limit. But in Dubai, Filipino can,
come out.
can leave the airport.
Ah.
But my favorite transit visa is Australia transit visa for Filipino. It's a very free for Filipino to apply Australia transit visa. The limit
Mm.
of the visa is 3 days, 72 hours. Filipino can apply it for online without paying because it's for free. So if you are visiting, for example, do you know multi-flights?
Yeah, yeah, I know.
For
Yeah.
example, I want to go to Bali, to Singapore, to
Mm.
Kuala Lumpur. I I I book you can book a multiply, for example, Manila to Sydney. I I will stay in Sydney for 2 days, and after 2 days I will go to Bali where is a visa free because it's in Indonesia. And after to Bali you can go to Singapore, to Malaysia without a visa. But in Australia, if you have a transit visa, you can only stay 2 days. You can leave the airport for 2 days, but you must have a multi-flight, not a direct flight or to. Do you know to flight in to round trip flight?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you cannot go to Australia with. You cannot go to Australia with a transit visa if you have a round trip or single ticket. Like if you're Filipino, if you want to go to Australia, you must have an tourist visa if you want to go to Australia with a round trip
Mm.
ticket. But if you have a multiply ticket, you can apply for a transit visa for free if you are only staying in 2 days. But if you're staying more than 3 days, you must have a tourist visa. Do you visit
Oh,
many
wow.
countries? Do,
Hmm?
do, do you visit many countries?
I will say that I think I visited about 8 countries, but the furthest is actually, I mean, let me just recall. I have,
Okay.
of course, Singapore. Singapore, I've been to Singapore, Thailand,
Yes.
and then I also
Only,
been to
only
Cambodia.
non-ASEAN countries.
Cambodia, yeah,
Non-ASEAN.
most of them are Asian. The non-Asian only one, which is in the United Kingdom, which is to
Yes.
go London.
Yes.
But I would love, if let's say you talk about
Paris, you
places
can
that I
visit
would
Paris.
love to go,
Paris,
I
you
would
can
love to go
visit Paris
Manila actually.
because Paris, Paris first you can visit. It's only visa free for Malaysian to go to Paris. To to
Yeah, Paris, I would love to go, but that time I don't have the time to go because it's not far. It's just a train ride from London that time. But I don't have that much of money to just go out of the country so often. So I prefer to like stay in and just do open mics in London. Yeah. Although my friend was like, "What a waste! You should have gone to Amsterdam. You should have gone to Ireland, whatever. Do a lot of round trip during the time you're in London because it's very near and flights are very cheap that time." But for me, like, I also wanted to get to know London more, so I didn't want to like go and gallivant different countries, and you wouldn't actually understand the place that you are in. So by being there for about 32 days, uh, I actually got to understand London, and I have enough time to fall in love with London, which is the greatest thing. But if it's a place I want to visit, I would love to visit Manila. Actually, there's one in one of my travel plan this year because there's this comedian called GB Labrador. You know him?
yes,
His name
Labrador.
is
Do you know
yes, GB
Orion?
Labrador.
Do you know Orion Perez? Orion Perez. Ako, a Filipino comedian based in Singapore. Do you know?
Okay, I haven't met him yet. I heard his name before, but I haven't met him in person. But GB has came to Kuala Lumpur to headline a few times. And for him, is he did tell me lah, Juliana, if you come to Philippines, let me know. I would love to give you to let you like just come in for the open mics and perform, that kind of thing. And I know a bunch of Filipino comedians too, like who are Chino Liao, and there's another one called what is his name? Okay, Mike Sadi is actually based in Kuala Lumpur. Michael Sadi, and then there's this guy called Yeps Gallen. Yeps Gallen is also in Philippines. So there's a bunch of them over there. So I would like to visit them when I'm in Manila. I mean, this is definitely after the lockdown lah. Hopefully, because they say that the pork there is very tasty. The pork dish. I heard Philippines make really good pork.
Yes.
Yeah.
Filipino are very good people.
Yeah, very, and you are all very happy people because I've driven Grab. So when I drive Grab, I drove a Filipino, and he told me he chat with me. He said, "Oh, you do comedy? Please come to Manila. Manila people very easy to laugh. They will enjoy you very much."
Very
Yeah.
are very good.
Yes, very, very joyful people, I would say. It's not like Singapore where they will look at you, you know, they were like, they don't laugh at you, they look at you.
Even
So
in
you were like,
London.
what did I do wrong? Yeah.
Even in London. Do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have,
Oh, sorry?
even in London.
Yeah, yeah. I've been London.
Do you love political satire?
Okay, it depends. I mean, for me, if let's say like I actually like satire if let's say it is being thought out well. That means the person who writes the joke is really well developed. Then satire is very, very funny actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to react to videos of YouTube? Because in many countries I watch in YouTube, like Russia and Ukraine, many debates, political debates in their country have fight. Do you know fighting?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to react to video? Yes, we can watch it.
I mean I'm okay to watch. I'm not really good at satire myself, but I love watching it. Yeah. Love watching satire. Ooh.
Do you see the YouTube? Do you see?
Why do you provoke me? Yes, I saw it.
Yes. Come on, let's watch.
Yeah, sure, let's watch.
Официально пройти.
Я не буду
Что
ничего
ты
писать.
здесь ограничиваешь?
Я не только здесь. Я не
Пиши
только...
президенту Трампу,
Послушайте.
Сенат.
Больше вреда, чем Америка, нам никто
Ну,
не принес. И
замечательно!
когда твой посол
Замечательно!
долбанный рассказывает,
Вот я тебя процитирую, Вася.
что он себе
Насчет
позволяет
долбанного
такое?
посла.
Вот я тебе и
процитирую.
говорю, да. Приходит он в страну,
Да.
проценты
Вот
нельзя
попроси после этого
арестовывать. Почему его
помощи
нельзя
какой-то.
арестовывать?
Вот попроси помощи после этого. После долбанного
Я
посла.
ничего не буду просить. Я просто вижу, что
Да.
Что ты меня провоцируешь?
Я тебя провоцирую.
Что ты меня провоцируешь, блин? Ты можешь рассказывать, что мне делать, что мне не делать? Сколько можно уже? Сколько можно? Он стоит тут и провоцирует меня.
Так, ну это
They
уже...
were fighting.
Скажи, что мне делать, что мне не делать?
Вот такой вот очень неприятный инцидент у нас сейчас.
They are fighting for some
My God, so
not
funny.
only that in Ukraine, because the video
Yeah.
in Russia, because I love to learn Russian language and Ukrainian language.
That's nice.
I can speak Malay language, bahasa.
Oh, you can.
Yes.
Boleh cakap bahasa Melayu.
Yes.
Pandai lah, pandai. Have you visited Kuala Lumpur before?
No, I don't visit many countries in my life.
Yeah, but no worries. I mean, if let's say you do come to Kuala Lumpur, let me know. Yeah, because you can speak the language. That's insane.
I don't
Yeah.
know many song. Do you know M. Sharif?
Oh wow.
M. Sharif,
Yes, of course I know.
the Filipino. M. Sharif, a Malaysian singer from
Yes.
60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. His
Yep.
song is Selamat Hari Raya Sambut
Yes.
Tahun
So good.
Iba terjalin sudah. Selamat Hari Raya Kongsi
So
Kong.
good. Oh, so good.
Let's watch this debate.
Ooh.
Пан Лівік не відповів на питання про військовополонених. Це
Ань,
принципово
почему вы
важливе
даете
питання.
ему...
Ну,
вот
секунду,
принципово
я нікому не
важливе
даю, я
питання.
У нього все
пояснюю, що
принципово.
хтось
Коли
один
я
мав
чую,
сказати.
коли я чую зараз в нашій
Слушай,
студії...
ты, Иуда,
Ты
Так,
закрой
секунду.
рот,
Ну,
перебежчик.
що це таке?
Перебежал
От кого-
все.
Куда я перебежал?
Ты был сначала за Кучму, потом за Ющенко, потом ты в 10-м году уже был за Януковича. Сейчас сидишь, говоришь, я за Тимошенко, за Януковича.
Слушай, ты
А сейчас говоришь,
скажи, что ты к докторам не пойдешь.
Олексій,
Ты уже
це-
покойный.
Панове,
Ты покойся, что это значит?
Заспокойтеся.
Страну, предать
Мразь! Ты просто мразь!
Це-
Юра,
це-
ты что
це-
там не
це-
подойди?
це-
Подойди ко мне,
Когда я стану?
Олексій, тихо, тихо. Охорону дай
Ты
мені,
сам,
будь ласка.
Нина, посмотри, как это устраивает.
Охорону приведіть до студії
Пидорезка.
швидко.
Перебежчик номер один в стране. И сидит все время, открывает рот еще.
Козляров.
Рот открывает и
Молчать.
открывает.
Панове,
Ты не
будь
мужчина.
Да уже
ласка,
закрой рот.
без особистих
Так, дайте,
образ.
это не особистый.
Да, не особистый.
Когда в стране процветают иуды, что вы
Да.
хотите?
Как номер один Иуда в стране, это ты.
Евгений
Предал
Червоненко
всех.
не был
Предал
членом...
всех.
Да помолчи чуть-чуть.
Кучма, Ющенко,
Помолчите.
Тимошенко,
Алексей.
Янукович. Предал всех. Иуда номер один в стране. И рассказывает, что
Молчи.
ходит.
Леша, сейчас еще от меня получишь.
Да что ты среди не получишь?
Ты получишь от всех
Да, от
детей.
всех, конечно, давай.
Тише. Ну подойди.
Заспокойтеся.
Це рівень
Вже
дискусії.
Я одно
Все.
слово скажу. Никогда, я здесь перед всеми ответственно заявляю, никогда Евгений Червоненко не был членом команды Януковича. Никогда. Здесь Алексей Гончаренко нагло врет. И я это подтверждаю.
So aggressive, lah, they all.
Let's watch, do you know political campaign ads?
Yeah, I know.
In Malaysia, there is a TV ads when election in TV. Iklan.
Yep.
There are many iklan. Because iklan in
Yep.
this is advertising. Iklan,
Yep, correct.
politic iklan. In Ukraine, I saw a TV ads, a political TV ads that very funny. It is in cartoons. Yes,
I noticed that these people are very, very vocal. These people are like, they are shouting, they can get very violent. And it's really funny to see them fighting on stage in TV. Ooh, election campaign. Let's see.
that ad is very funny because the ad is full of cartoon and there are no platform. Because when you are creating an election campaign, because when you are campaigning in television, you must have a platform. But this ad,
Yep.
but this ad has no platform. It's full of cartoons.
Як козаки об'єднані жінок вітали. Бажаємо щастя. Соціал-демократична партія України об'єднана. Кравчук, Марчук, Онопенко, Медведчук, Суркіс. Наш номер в бюлетені 27. Об'єднуйтесь з нами.
Platform. The ads have no platform. They are because the first scene of the ads has only full of cartoon. But when the ads end, do you know this person in the cartoon?
Yeah.
The man dressing in pink. This
Yeah.
the man dressed in pink. But when a person gives him an letter, when you see that
Yeah.
letter, it's full of MPs. MPs.
Yeah, I noticed that. All the names
Full of
down there.
candidates.
Yeah.
I love that. In my life, there is the first time of my life that I see a political candidate with
Yeah.
a political
Very
candidate
interesting.
with no platform with a cartoon. And this is before we end the podcast. This video is very funny. It's about Putin.
Okay, sure. Let's watch.
Funny video. You will laugh to this video. You will laugh.
Putin. Your president is Duterte, right?
I saw the video. I saw the video in because because episode 12 is the first episode of my podcast that have an with a blog because all of my podcast has no video. All have all has only audio, but episode 12 is the first episode that has a video. Both video. If you want to watch this video, you can watch this on YouTube and we can listen to our interview in iTunes and Spotify. Audio in iTunes,
cool.
In Spotify, and video on YouTube. That's the video.
Putin.
Yes, Putin has a gun and is shooting many people. And this is very, very...
Oh no. No.
Oh!
Ah!
Oh! Oh!
Family, guys.
Oh!
Oh no, but
Oh!
Hilari. So that so back to normal.
Putin.
So Juliana, thank you for guesting to my show. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, John.
Yes.
It's fun chatting with you.
Yes.
Terima kasih.
Yes. Terima kasih. What is the meaning of
Sama-sama. Terima kasih means thank you. Direct meaning, it means receive thanks. Yeah, so terima kasih means thank you.
If I have a money, I want to visit Malaysia and to be
Yeah. That'd be nice.
If I have a money, I want to visit Malaysia. Because my dream is to travel, because that's my dream, and I will visit the New Dem Park on that 20th century parks. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know.
In Highlands Resorts World. Yes. Thank you for guesting. Bye.
Yay. Bye.
Yes, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.